All right, folks, we just remembered and honored the 70th anniversary of D-Day and the men that have sacrificed their lives for this country. And next summer marks the 70th anniversary of the most catastrophic naval disaster in our history. And we are fortunate enough to be able to talk to a survivor of that incident, the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. And Edgar Harrell has a new book. It's called Out of the Depths. And it is about this incredible story of survival, courage, and the sinking of that vessel. Edgar, how are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you so kindly.
Well, I appreciate you being with us, and we want to jump right into this because this is an amazing incident in our history. It's a tragic day, but you're one of few that have survived, and then even less that are still with us today that can share this with us, so it passes on to a new generation that can remember and never forget what happened on that day. So take us back to July 30th of 1945 and what the scene was like before the ship was hit with the two torpedoes.
Okay, on July the 26th, we delivered the components of Fat Man and Little Boy to our B-29 base on the island of Tinian. And, of course, that was the two atomic bombs that would be dropped at Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August the 6th and August the 9th. But on July the 30th, we had received orders at Sinpak and Guam to go to the Philippines for the main invasion of Japan, which would have taken place in November 45. But 3 days out of Guam, unescorted, no underwater sound gear, we encountered a Jap sub. Commander Hoshimoto was waiting somewhat at the crossroads, and he could pick us up, but we could not detect him. So he picked us up some 10 miles out, and all he had to do was wait. He waited. He loaded 6 torpedoes. He loaded 1 human torpedo, which would be 2 men in a Kaiten, and he had 2 others that wanted to be loaded, and it would be a suicide mission, but he said he didn't want to expend the men if, in fact, he had a good target, and he knew he had a good target because we were just coming along nearly broadside of him, and so he had the crew to stand by. The code was read, wait, and fire, and every 2 seconds he fired a torpedo. He fired 6, 2 of which hit us. The first one cut the bow of the ship off. When I said cut it off, I saw it. I was sleeping under the barrels of number 1 turret, and the second torpedo was back close to midship, and no doubt a big gaping hole there, but no one lived to tell that story. Well, the ship went down in 12 minutes, and it's a lot of history that follows from there, so I'll yield back to you.
Well, it's just an amazing, holy cow, what a thing to say. There were 1,196 sailors on board. Only 879 were able to survive, and hypothermia, dehydration, starvation, and of course shark attacks. That was kind of the basis of the story. Some people have heard of USS Indianapolis because of the Jaws rant by the character in the film that kind of at least fictionalizes it a little bit, but at least sticks with some of the facts. And some people have heard of it because of that.